Welcome to F1 Blogs. Hello, F1 fans, and welcome back to the channel. If you're a fan of Formula 1 and love to stay up to date with all the latest news, rumors, and drama on and off the track, you're in the right place. Today, we've got an exciting and important story to discuss, one that revolves around Sergio "CHECO" Perez, the Mexican driver who's had a roller coaster of a season with Red Bull Racing. Checo has faced a challenging year, but despite the struggles, he remains confident about his future with the team. In this video, we're going to dive deep into Perez's 2024 season, what he had to say about his performance, and how he plans to bounce back for the remainder of the season. We'll also touch on the rumors swirling around his future at Red Bull and why Perez is confident that he'll be sticking around for the 2025 season. So buckle up, because there's a lot to unpack. A season full of ups and downs. Let's start by looking at what's been a tough year for Checo Perez. Going into the 2024 season, hopes were high for the Mexican driver after he signed a contract extension with Red Bull, securing his place with the team for another 2 years. The season started off incredibly strong, with Perez finishing on the podium 4 times in the first 5 races. He was right in the mix at the top of the championship standings, and it seemed like this could be a career-defining season for him. But then, things took a turn for the worse. As Perez mentioned in a recent press conference in Mexico City, everything started to go downhill when Red Bull introduced upgrades to their car. According to Checo, the upgrades changed the handling of the car in ways that made it difficult for him to feel confident behind the wheel. It's been a tough adjustment, and since then, Perez has struggled to match the pace of his teammate, reigning world champion Max Verstappen. As things stand, Perez finds himself in 8th place in the drivers' standings with 150 points, a massive gap compared to Verstappen, who is sitting comfortably in 1st place with 354 points. It's been a frustrating stretch for the 34-year-old driver, who has admitted that it's been one of the most difficult seasons of his Formula 1 career. Checo's struggles with the car. So, what exactly went wrong for Perez? During the press conference, Checo explained that the biggest challenge has been adapting to the upgrades Red Bull introduced earlier in the season. While Verstappen has thrived with these changes, Perez has found the car difficult to handle. He admitted that he hasn't had the same confidence in the car, which has affected his ability to push it to the limit and compete for top positions. Here's what Perez had to say: "It's been a difficult year, especially when the upgrades started coming in. That's when things got complicated. The car isn't giving me the confidence I need, but giving up is never an option, and I'll keep pushing until the very end." This lack of confidence in the car is one of the key reasons why Perez's performances have been inconsistent in the second half of the season. He's no stranger to adversity, though. Checo has had to fight hard to keep his place in Formula 1 throughout his career, and he's determined to finish the season strong despite the setbacks he's faced. A strong start, but now facing challenges. It's important to remember that Perez's season didn't start this way. In fact, his performances in the early part of 2024 were some of the best we've seen from him in Formula 1. He finished second in 3 races, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, and Japan, and took 3rd place in China. His podium finishes had fans believing that Perez could not only challenge for victories but potentially be a contender for the championship. Unfortunately, as the season progressed and the car evolved, Perez's results began to decline. The issues with the car's handling and balance left him fighting to even make it into the top 10 on race weekends. This has led to growing speculation about Perez's future at Red Bull, with many wondering if the team would consider replacing him after the season. Perez's future with Red Bull. Despite the challenges, Checo Perez remains confident that he'll continue with Red Bull for the 2025 season. There have been plenty of rumors suggesting that Red Bull might look for a new driver to pair with Verstappen, but Perez isn't letting those rumors shake his confidence. In fact, he made it clear during the press conference that he has no intention of leaving the team. Here's what Checo had to say: "I'm not going anywhere. I have a contract, and there's no doubt that I'll be here next year." Perez signed a contract extension with Red Bull in June, which means he's set to remain with the team until the end of 2026. While Perez acknowledges that the season hasn't gone the way he hoped, he remains optimistic that things can turn around. He's focused on improving his performance in the final 5 races of the season and believes that Red Bull has what it takes to regain their momentum. Red Bull's position in the Constructors' Championship. Another area where Red Bull is facing pressure is in the Constructors' Championship. As of now, Red Bull is sitting in second place with 504 points, 40 points behind McLaren. The championship is still very much up for grabs, and Perez is determined to help the team close the gap and finish the season on a high. Perez spoke about the team's focus on improving their race pace in the remaining races. The goal is to improve. We need more race pace, and with 5 races left, anything can happen. The championship is still open, and while it's been a tough year for the team, we have a great leader, and I have full confidence in him. It's clear that Perez is fully committed to helping Red Bull finish the season as strong as possible. Whether or not they can catch McLaren remains to be seen, but one thing's for sure, CHECO isn't giving up without a fight. Final thoughts. CHECO Perez has faced one of the toughest seasons of his career in 2024, but his resilience and determination to keep fighting are clear. Despite the rumors surrounding his future at Red Bull, Perez has made it clear that he's here to stay and is ready to push hard in the final races of the season. It will be interesting to see how the team and CHECO respond in the upcoming races, especially with the Mexican Grand Prix just around the corner, a race where Perez will have the full support of his home crowd. What do you think, F1 fans? Can CHECO turn things around in the final races of the season? Will Red Bull be able to catch McLaren in the Constructors' Championship? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you think. And before you go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss any of the latest updates from F1 blogs. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.